Welcome back to Game Devs Play Games, where you can watch games, practice game design, and we're back with more Moonlighter beta edition. What version? Do we have a version for it? I don't know.
I don't know. This is the very beginning of the closed beta. There might have been a closed alpha before this, but I'm not that rich.
We figure we'd point that out in case you see any glaring bugs and you're like,
Yeah.
So one of the things we noticed when going through the menu was the weird stat system.
Oh, I can't hover over it.
So
if you look on the right side with the heart, the sword, shield, boots.
Book. Magic, maybe? So, like, stats themselves make sense, except for the scaling, which you have 100 health, makes sense, 25 attack, 10 defense, 20 magic, and 185 speed. Not entirely...
Seems to be a little disproportionate.
A little bit. The problem with that, I would see, is that it's going to make it very hard to scale what good speed is or not. Like, let's say you get an item that gives you, like, plus 5 attack and plus 25 speed. I'm not really going to know what that means, but if they were scaled on a similar basis where attack was 25 and speed was 18, or 19 if you round up, or whatever the case is, then if I got plus 5 attack, plus 5 speed, I could say those two are comparable. So that's just a systems thing that I noticed, like, just from my perspective, but I don't know. Maybe it's 185 because maybe that's how many, like, that's literally their movement to speed. Like, that might actually be, their unit of measurement for speed in this game.
Yeah, I could see that.
What are you doing?
I do agree, though, that I feel like it just has a weird... that's not what I meant to do.
Well done.
Well, that's all right. I meant to throw it over here on the shop. So I have some sticks. I got some rubble. I got some vines. And I got a broken sword. Well, some broken swords. So now I get to set the prices. I don't have to use all of them, which honestly, it's probably smart not to and to get a feel for how much things are worth, but I like to play fast and loose. So I'll sell that for 20. Sell these guys for, I'm going to go high on these. Well, higher. Say 30 for 3.
15? 10?
15 for 10 of these? I'd say like...
like those are really common items, so it's either 10 or 15 is what I was saying.
I'm going to say 20. That way it's like 2 per.
I'm not the shopkeep. I won't know.
Broken swords. We'll just say 50.
Ugh. All right.
You never know. Maybe they're worth something.
Maybe.
That's how you figure things out. Right? So now we placed all of our items. I placed these ones down here because these I kind of want to keep. If there's one feature I truly, in my deepest of hearts, would desire is a quick sort button. Like, instead of having Y be the back button, or well, I guess since Y opens it, maybe instead of B being the back button, make B the auto sort so that it like automatically groups things, sorts them alphabetically or what have you.
Yeah.
Because it's very tedious to just like, all right, I'm going to move this here. And
sorting's always kind of a pain. Yeah. Especially when you want to start organizing things by type. Oh man, you open your door and there's already somebody here.
Hey, fuck all you guys. So I don't think we ever really need to sleep unless we take damage. Wow. Oh, okay, so selling that for 30 was actually a deal.
Oh, it's because you sold all of the items for a total of 30.
Look at that. And she was all like, $50 for 5 broken swords? Hell yeah. And what do you say about
So when
sticks?
I walk up to the thing, do you have to press A to sell?
I do. So I could probably choose to not sell it to someone. I actually don't know what would happen if I did that, though. I wonder if I can, like, change the price on this. I can. So what if I change this to, let's change this to 12. So that's probably a really good way of, like, testing out the waters. Still too much. Jeez. You fucking...
You know, what actually interests me about it is there's not, like a bargaining system.
Yeah, like, if you can see someone's disappointed with it, you can't, like... Oh, okay, say it was good for that.
Yeah, it's surprised they don't have a thing to where they
That's Link. That is straight up Link.
That's Old Man Link.
A beard. Yeah, Old Man Link. He even has like a Hylian shield. Whatever. Get out. All right, so that's the day cycle. I didn't realize this, but there's also a calendar system. Which I don't know what information they're just going to display on there, but...
Yeah, because they also don't have the days on the calendar. They just have the date. So it's like, yeah.
Well, they have like, you mean like day of the week?
No, date. They don't have a day of the week.
Because they
Shops
have, like,
are supposed to be closed on Sunday. That's always the deal. Shops are closed on Sunday.
It's true. I guess you could like pretend like this is maybe Sunday. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 7
but
days.
press right bumper. Wait, goodbye. Goodbye. Press right bumper.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, something they can implement.
Maybe these are like Saturdays and Sundays, and just every month you get an extra weekend.
Seems like a pretty good world to me.
Right? I would not complain. So yeah, that's the shop system. I like that it's simple. It's pretty straightforward. I think it takes a little getting used to, especially like feeling out prices.
Mm-hmm.
But
so at night you're going to the dungeon, and then when you come out at day, you can talk to people, and then you can set up shop, and then you leave shop, and then you can go out at night, and then while you walk outside at night, you can talk to people again. So I'm guessing it would go dungeon at night, and then buy things or whatever from people in town, and then I guess enter the dungeon, or no, set up the shop and then enter the dungeon.
yeah, and you could always sleep if like...
Oh, that item fell into the...
Yeah, that happens a lot. Which you can kind of fish it out if you like roll over, or you could and just jump down there and get it before it disappears, but it's usually not worth it. Ow.
Remember, you
claw
have a
guys-
shield.
I actually don't think shield will... Well, we could test that out. I don't know if shield will do much against those big swords, which I feel like only makes sense. Yeah, see, like, that would have gone down there, but since I rolled over the... I guess I do pull out the shield pretty quick. Oh.
Huh. How about that?
Oh. I'm just like... Ooh.
Gotta do better, more better.
I'm not good with shields. I'm not good.
You're never
This is
good
why
with
I'm not
shields.
good at
Just
Dark
attack them
Souls
over
either.
time. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Oh, I just got golem cores. I want to make a golem. I think you can make a golem companion. Yeah.
There's only one other game I know that you can do that. Well, I'm sure there are other ones. There's one of those old, oh hell, what was it?
This item can only be placed
Legend
on
of Mana?
the top or bottom parts of the bag. Interesting. So I don't quite know what the difference is between
Oh my
our,
god,
like,
are we looking at
storage?
a, it says it can only be placed at the top or the bottom? It's like we're playing Loot Rascals all over again.
I don't think it's quite that complex. I think it's just that it has to be on my person and can't be carried by this cat thing, which apparently we have a cat companion carrying around her stuff. That's kind of how I read it.
There's a cat? We have a backpack on.
Yeah, but like, see that icon to the left of this?
That's your backpack, dude.
Oh, that is a I mean, am I crazy? That totally looks like just like a happy cat, just like, yeah.
No, dude.
Mini question of the day.
Do you think that looks like a cat?
Does it look like a cat?
It looks more like a mess of koala.
I think my point still stands.
I don't know. You say cat, I say backpack.
I mean, it's totally
Cat
a backpack. Oh, no, don't fall down.
Get him.
So, like,
They still
enemies that
propose a
shoot-
challenge, even though you have to come at them from a weird angle.
Yeah, I think it would be one thing if, like... So, because they're always shooting, it's difficult to actually find a good position to strike them. Which I don't think is necessarily bad if they aren't considered an enemy. If they're considered more of like an environmental obstacle. Because doors will lock until you kill every enemy in the room. And so because you have to kill those turret guys, it can often be a real pain in the ass, depending on like the layout of the room.
That's fair.
And that's
But I mean, if they were environmental, I would say that they should put them into the walls and have them shoot off the walls.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think they should be destroyable if they were redesigned as an environmental obstacle. It's like an eerily empty room. This dungeon's are unlike anything I've seen before. Everything in it seems to be dual in it. It looks organized, but chaotic at the same time. Items are placed in chests, but they look ancient, used by unknown people. Rooms are all the same, arranged in a maze pattern. What is the meaning of this?
Is this... Where are the people from who made this game?
They might be from Sweden, actually. We can look it up.
Yeah. I mean,
like, Space Phone. Space Phone. Where is Digital Sun based out of?
Here's what I found on the web.
Yeah. Hong Kong? No.
no, that's Sun Innovation.
Damn. You almost did it, Space Phone.
So close.
I think it's Sweden. I wonder... I feel like I've heard of Digital Sun from somewhere else. Its animation studio keeps coming to mind, but I don't know if it's the same people.
Seems unlikely, but maybe.
I mean, like, this game has some beautiful animations, so I don't know. These claw guys are interesting, by the way, because they will pick up...
You need these,
Yeah, that's my last potion.
Yeah.
So those guys will pick up items that are just, like, sitting around in the area, but if we kill them, they drop everything again. So... It doesn't really pose a huge threat because
especially because you feel like you have to kill them anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Because the doors don't unlock until everything's dead. It's like, well,
then that's kind of I don't see the point in that.
Yeah,
I guess unless their whole objective was to fly over a pit and drop the items in it, that would be pretty hysterical.
I mean, that would be kind of hilarious. It would make it feel like a claw from one of those claw games.
Maybe that's the point. Oh, don't do that again.
I mean, you only lose 5 health when you fall, which is pretty forgiving. So I feel like you don't attack very fast after releasing the shield. I think that's where I keep getting mixed up with that.
Maybe you should just try doing better.
I don't have time. Oh, God. So, do you ever play, Do you ever
crushed
play...
the chest.
What was it?
Is he chasing you now?
Yeah.
What, did I ever play what? Get on with it, man.
This is a platformer, randomized, very popular.
Mario?
Randomized. It was an indie game, made by Derek Yu.
You might want to exit the dungeon or you're gonna die.
I don't have enough money. Oh god, this is the worst. This is the worst situation to be in.
Okay, I'm trying to think about... Nicely done. Shot in the head. You're too blame.
Oh, that's what happens. So you keep everything that's on your person, but you lose everything that was in your bag. Right. I actually didn't know that that's how it worked.
You did lose your golem core.
No. Man.
Yeah?
Spelunky.
No, I actually never did, weirdly enough.
So it uses...
Oh, you start over?
So it gives me the option to start over or return to town. I probably should have just returned to town and sold everything. But
so I take it what you're about to tell me is Spelunky has an enemy that shows up after a while.
Yeah, like if you're on the same floor for too long, a ghost shows up and it's like, I'm gonna kill you. And then you're like, no, don't kill me. And it puts the stress on you. So this game, Moonlighter, does it too. Which I think is interesting because it oftentimes... So, like, combat's not the fastest thing in the world in this game, which means you can often not find the exit before that guy appears, and it leaves you running around in a frantic panic. It sort of incentivizes you to keep enough money on hand so that you could just escape, which I think I will do this. Oh, hell yeah! I didn't know that elixirs could be inside those pots.
So you gotta break everything, man. Now you have 4 golden cores.
Not anymore. I'm getting pretty good money. Okay, so now I have enough money to run out if I need it.
That's fair.
So now if that happens again...
I feel like you could have probably sold those for more at the market.
Yeah, but... So
what is that? Is that... Okay.
That's like a healing pond, which is
nice.
super nice because if you don't have elixirs, That's
You can
at
just
least.
return back to the thing.
I think it runs out of juice eventually. When we go back, I'll try to pay attention to it.
Go back now.
And see, I got more golden cores. What now? So if you look at the glowing from the center, I think it kind of fades the longer we're in it.
What is that? Can you look at that piece of paper up on the wall? Is it by chance a...
Nah,
It's
just decoration. They do have a lot of little things like that, like these little like cracks in the wall with
Who
books.
put those there?
I know. I'm
Some guy must have really long arms.
I just want to read those. Ow. So,
Get him.
I guess the one good thing about these guys is that they are designed with, so like we have a full arc of motion for our sword attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you're like on the side of one of those guys, you can still hit them.
Yeah, and that's clearly what the intention of their design is, to beat them.
And I think that's one of the smarter things to take away from old Zelda games too. Ow.
It reminds me, actually, did you ever play, and this is a weird comparison, but did you ever play Ys? Like the letter Y-S?
That sounds incredibly familiar, and either you've told me about it or I've played it.
I don't think I've told you about it before. It's a relatively popular JRPG, but like action style, and I was terrible at the game, and I did not quite understand. But basically, the principle is you run at your opponent, and you auto-attack them, like just by running into them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's like if you attack them from the side, then you deal damage to them. But if you attack them head on, then they deal damage to you. And so it was all about like micromanaging your movement.
That's kind of cool.
It was pretty interesting.
No, I didn't want to do that.
What did you do this time?
Oh, so it does it based on... Oh, that's kind of clever. So now, this is the next floor down, or next floor up. Because if you remember that notebook said that it's the, like, boss is on the third floor.
Oh, yeah.
So now we can explore the dungeon.
The third floor is connected to the fifth floor in town. I think it's what it said, and I was like, what?
The fifth something.
Ooh.
I don't know if it was the fifth floor in town.
He's Izzy. Keep hitting him. No, dodge.
Oh, he's immune to damage after... Oh, I see. You can only hurt him when he's stunned. I think they updated this recently. There are more enemies. Oh shit, he stuns me. Oh god, there's so much more going on now. I'm just gonna leave.
Just exit. You can exit. You can just go right back through the door.
Oh yeah, if you're too close to enemies, you can't... Oh, son of a bitch, I forgot that this is a thing. The cost to escape increases every single floor, too.
Oh, no.
How much do I have? I guess I could do... Yeah, we'll do pots. It's 40... How much are these? Nope. Yeah, actually, how much are these worth? Son of a bitch. Not worth much. How about these guys? Ooh. Wow.
3.
I don't want to toss those.
Can you split an item up?
Yeah. Yeah, so to select these, you just like hold and press to grab everything, and then you can just like keep grabbing more if...
There you go.
So I could be like 1, 2, 3 and do that.
Cool.
It's pretty intuitive, I think, after you like do it a little bit, and then you're like, oh, okay. It all makes sense now how this works.
I love the just the overall aesthetic of the entire UI.
Oh, it's so good,
Doing
right?
everything with like little pictures, and it's
It feels very much like you are an explorer merchant, like scribbling
going through
notes.
your little map, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're home. Oh, I should probably... I don't think I can upgrade anything yet, but I could look at what he has and see what I should start collecting. So if I collect 4 more of those, like, pebbly things, then I can upgrade my armor?
Oh, so use the items to do that.
Exactly.
Can you just... Okay, so the next time you should just put the items you need into the treasure chest in your room. Because
Yes.
you did that earlier where you kept the items on you, and I was like, why'd you do that?
Oh, that's true. I should have. I was not focused. Ooh, I kind of want these gloves. Or a bow. Oh, what should I get?
bow.
I feel like a better sword and shield would be best for me right now, but that's very expensive. Well, actually,
Before
I could
you
do
do
this
that,
one.
what is that item or that little shop area to the top left? You passed it a couple times every time you've gone to the dungeon.
This
There it
guy?
is. Yeah.
This is the retailer. He's basically like
Talier? You were going French?
he just like sells random shit. Like
So he does what you do? Get out of our town.
He's
this
like,
is our job.
He's like the pawn shop. We're like the pawn shop.
Yeah, well said.
Yeah, I guess he is pretty similar.
Get out of here.
I guess he's kind of nice if you like really need one specific thing. Like if he had 4 of these and wasn't selling them for stupidly high price, we could be like,
$3.75. Dear
ridiculous.
Lord.
But
How does he keep his shop open?
He's sometimes nice if you're really in a pinch for getting some items and you're not.
You could also
poor.
pay attention to him for your pricing on shops.
Yeah, I feel like he sells things more than we'll be allowed to, though.
Yeah, okay, I mean, still.
Maybe that's the only reason we're still
The pebbles
in business.
remember you sold the pebbles and the people were like, oh my god, this is so great. I'll totally buy them for like 50 or whatever you put them at for. He's selling his for $3.75.
I mean, that's true.
You could probably, I'm just saying, like, do a little.
Oh, and it shows you the stat changes, too.
Oh,
I didn't
nice.
notice that. So I think I'm gonna shoot for this, which means I need 1600. Wait, or is this the same?
I think that's the one you have
Oh
currently.
no, because that's plus 20 damage. So this will actually be better.
45 damage.
So I need the flintstone and the metal bar. So those will be the things that I keep for now.
Put it in your little treasure chest.
Go put in my little treasure.
Stop putting in your little treasure chest.
Little treasures. Yeah. Yay.
Yeah.
And these guys. Then I
Boom.
can sell everything else.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. How are we on time?
I mean, we're literally at that point.
Okay.
So, I don't know. What else do we have to talk about? Or how we doing?
I say we do one more episode and try to get as far in the dungeon as we can. If it'd be nice to see that boss.
Do it. Let's
I don't
get to
know if I'll be able to. But
I can do it, probably.
you know what? Maybe you could. I got nothing.
Alright. Golem hearts.
Oh, this keeps the last price that I sold it at. Ah. Okay, so 2 per. Okay. Wow, that's actually really nice.
Oh, that's how I did it. Based
So,
off
like,
of one single item piece. Alright.
defaults it to the best price. That's super nice, actually.
You know what? You could sell. Can you split off and just sell 1 core now? Somebody buys it. You can go back and sell more.
It's true.
See, man, you gotta think that.
I mean,
I think the long term.
All right, I'm gonna sell this for 20.
You can sell for more than that.
Sell this for 100.
Done. Done.
Sell one of these guys. These guys, I feel like, are gonna be useful.
They're called empowering crystal.
I know, right?
Gotta
Sell
be.
that for 100.
Hell yeah. Set
and
the bar
sell
for
that for 50.
done.
Open shop. Buy some
Welcome.
stuff.
Welcome. Yes, you're
Yes.
waiting out my door.
Buy my things.
Very happy about that
Wow,
steel bar.
okay, well, I guess I sold that for way too cheap.
Yeah.
Sure, I guess.
So could you have like said no, and then when they put it back, like
I don't
upgrade
know.
the price?
I feel like you could just like walk away and be like, yeah, fuck you.
Oh, he wants that for 100. He's super happy about that 100.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, but I sold the golden core for a really good price.
I didn't see what his reaction was.
Oh shit, and I can just place more.
That's why I told you to just break it up. They might not buy 5,
Yeah.
but they could buy 1. You can put 3 you can split the golem core into 3 groups.
I mean, that's true.
Just do it.
Well, let's see.
They might not buy 5.
I don't know if it may not. They may not have like a how much cash do I have on hand. They might actually just buy it based on like, wow, those are really valuable. Even you, I just sold one for 200, and he was still like, that's a steal. Oh, look at that! I just sold all my golden cores.
Somebody who knows how to
was that,
play this
Nathan?
game is like watching you going, you're an idiot. You just
Nobody
sold
knows
this
how to
for
play this
500
game.
apiece."
This is a beta. This is the point. Nobody knows. Shut up, Nathan.
I'm just saying maybe if you did your homework.
I'm portrayed. Hey, at least the shop mechanics are
Do you
actually...
have 2 different chests for inventory?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Interesting.
In case you want it.
What's
I mean,
the-
I guess you do have limited
What
space.
is that little pink thing in your inventory?
Pink thing? Oh, this is my rich jelly.
Why do you have this?
I'm going to use these to buy potions, though it's nighttime and now I can't.
So...
Well, gonna throw that in a chest.
There we go. Yeah. Boom.
Should have done that before I opened shop.
Oh, you can sleep.
Yeah, I don't really... I imagine, like, maybe if you...
Well, we're near the episode.
Yeah.
You should sleep.
Well, yeah, but now it's gonna be daytime.
We don't need to open up shop today. It's Sunday.
So we're... Oh, I guess we could just go through the dungeon during daytime when it's easier.
There we go. All right, everybody. So we are way definitely at time. Let's question of the day about... I guess, how do you feel... How do you feel about the information portrayed to the player when it comes to the shop? Do you think that they give you, the player, just enough information on pricing, or that they could do a little more?
Yeah, I like that.
Boom.
Gonna buy a lot of potions.
Bye now.
Bye, everyone.